What's going on, buddy boyos? We are live. Welcome to Wednesday night WINsel. In this stream, we kick back, relax, listen to some fucking synthwave, and just chill, my dudes. We're live and alive. Going live a lot earlier than I usually go live, but whatever. We'll make it a long stream tonight. We'll make it like a 2-hour long stream tonight, right? See how long we can go for tonight, right? Or this afternoon, rather. Yeah, dude, we're gonna start mad early, dog. I figured why not. I never start this stream on time anyway, so what the fuck's the point? Oh man, that music in the background's pretty good. I like this music. Pretty good music, honestly. It's a new set of tracks I haven't used yet, so why not? Is Pyramid's dumb ass gonna spurg again? Lol, probably will. He always spurgs out, dog. My dude always spurgs out. Si estás viendo estos amiguitos, se acabó. Es hat nie begonnen, klein Freuden. Great maxing or celibacy as a sub, Chad. Are you asking that a question? Is that a Jade Hughes? What's that mean? It's over. It is over. I can't breed key. What's up, Medican Coping? What's up, buddy boyo? Finleo, what's up, dude? Aw, shit. Oh, there's me with my sunglasses on. Based. Damn, getting started early. We are early as fuck, bro. On the grind. We are on the grind, buddy boyo. Well, at least not me right now. I'm not on the grind at all, but you guys are on the grind, right? Sup, dog? What's up, King Doge? It's kind of ironic coming from a literal dog telling me what's up, dog. Come on, dog. What's up? What's wrong with you, dog? You're the fucking dog here, not me. I'm going to NYC tomorrow, expecting to get mogged to oblivion. Oh man, I don't know. Good luck, man. My tea's gone cold, and I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see at all. Damn. What's up, boyos? What's up, Albert Wester? What's up, dude? NYC is shit nowadays, yeah. Officer, it has come to my attention that I'm unable to respire correctly. Please remove my foot from please remove your foot from my neck. Hashtag I can't breed. Blue balls matter. I can't breed. I can't breed. Anyone watch the debate between Destiny's wife and Jedediah Bila? Destiny's wife said eating junk food is worse than having a body count of 100. What kind of logic is that? I mean, like, I kind of agree. Like, eating junk food is. I mean, I don't agree with her at all, but like, I don't know what point she's trying to make here. Like, yeah, eating junk food is pretty bad for you, obviously, but at the same time, like, having a body count of over 100 is pretty fucking sick. Like, that means you have like zero. It's like basically it's like the equivalent of like having like zero self-control. Need for breed, high stakes. That's a good one. That's a good one, dude. Need for breed. You are bringing up a lot of politics into the table. That's rare in the Black Pill community. Most of them just complain. Do I? I don't know. I guess we do talk politics quite a bit, actually. There's nothing wrong with that. It really depends on what you want to do with your life. Like, if you just want to complain about the problem, then you can do that. But if you actually want to fix the problem, you're gonna have to do it either via some like nefarious means, or you try to use the a system to make your life better. Normally, since the system doesn't give a fuck about men anyway, you're better off using the other means. But I'm not saying to do it, but you know, at the end of the day, those are your only real options here. Or you just rot in your room and call it a day, right? But yeah, I do involve a lot of politics in my discussions. I'll concede that. Yeah. She also said if a woman slept with 100 men and you are 101, you are lucky because she stayed with you instead of the other 100 guys. What kind of man? This is Freud logic, like 101, dude. They think that she stayed with you, so that means you're the better option. It's like, no, you're the fucking sucker. Because the other men didn't have to do shit to fucking. I'm not saying all those men got to fuck her for free, but I guarantee you, a lot of those guys didn't have to pay a fucking premium to fuck her. Like, she's obviously going on that podcast trying to defend her boyfriend or her husband's honor. You know, like the way he basically is dating or married a slut effectively, which is what it is, buddy. You want to marry a slut, you can do that, but some of us have higher standards than you. So Need for Breed, high standards. What's that Base Pillington? What's up, buddy boy? Hey, left my ass up. Hey. Need for Breed, Floyd Most Wanted. Need Thirst Meta. No, new Thirst Meta just dropped. White crop tank top, no bra. These girls walking around naked and why? Ooh. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, dog. Like we're basically gonna end up in a society where people can just walk around butt naked and no one will care. We're already going there now. I mean, like society's gotten so fucking degenerate, it's not even funny. So today at the gym, a girl was eating a bagel while walking on the treadmill. The carbs in, carbs out, right? Calorie CICO, right? Calorie in, calorie out. She's taking it too literal. Need for Breed, thought pursuit. Thought pursuit. Need for Breed, no limits. No limits. Oh god, what's that? What's the implication of that? 9-minute video. If anyone wants to watch it, I'll watch it on stream. Why not? I'll pop it up. This is what the stream's for anyway, right? Looking up content and shit. Copy link. Let me go to Firefox. I already have an article up ready to go. It's one that Base Pluto covered as well. I'm gonna cover it on my stream as well. I figured why not. Let me move this over to here. And then we'll put this video up on stream rather. This is this chick. This is who he married. Ew. This her? Oh my god. Like, okay, well I don't know, man. Whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck. That's the problem with like these pussy beggars, dude. They fucking like they think that if they got any woman at all, they're fucking doing well, I'm doing better than you because I have a woman in my arms. Like, dude, I don't know, buddy. With like, I mean, like, if the only thing you could get was a bicycle, bro, you might as well not gotten anything at all, right? So yeah, this is stupid. Let's watch this video, see what they have to say, or see what she has to say rather. Here we go. I'm gonna read this article as well, so let's watch it.
And why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body.
This chick is old as dirt. God damn, this chick looks. Man, the wall hits white women hard, bro. I mean I know the wall doesn't exist, but like that fucking they age like milk, bro. I'm gonna call it a day, man. Like this is sad. This chick is like straight up mid, bro. She's mid as fuck. Like just straight up mid tier, not even like high tier Becky or high tier Stacy. This is mid tier Becky. This chick is done, bro. She looks like the fucking Skeletor from He-Man. My god, it's like Rolo Tomasi's Rule 64. I think Rule 64 is the one where like you can turn a male into a female or some shit, whatever it's called. Yeah. My god, dude.
Body count though. Do you understand the logic behind it?
I think it's insecurity.
Oh, insecurity. Okay.
That's where it comes from. I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. Excellent. Like, do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin?
Like, why do women always Rule 63? Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. Either way, why do women assume that everything a man says is insecurity? Like, I don't understand this, dog. I don't understand this shit at all. It's fucking insane, bro. It's fucking insane. Oh man, these chicks are fucking delusional. It's like they think it's like, okay, well, I should be able to fuck 1,000 men. You should be okay with that. Like, why? Like you're just used up. Like it's not even a matter of insecurity. In fact, it is. You could argue that it's insecurity, but like just here's the problem with all these like little buzzwords and shaming language that they use, right? Like it doesn't matter that you're insecure. Insecurity is a logical emotion sometimes. Sometimes you're supposed to feel insecure, right? So this idea that they're going to shame you for having a feeling about something is stupid to begin with. So like just because you're insecure doesn't mean that you're wrong. Like I never forget that. Like our society's gotten so stupid about emotions that especially the emotions that men have, that like we think that, oh, if you're angry, bro, you lost the fucking argument, bro. Like that's not how fucking life works, bro. I could be angry because you're fucking retarded, or I could be angry about something that's completely logical to be angry about. But we've gotten so crazy about our society about like you have to be stoic and you have to, if you're gonna make an argument, you cannot be emotional at all. And it's like this is like the whole internet debate shit nowadays, right? Where the guy who has shows the most emotion loses, right? So like this is where this whole thing comes from, where it's like, oh well, if you show any emotion at all, you're losing the arguments and shit like that. Like it is perfectly reasonable to feel somewhat you know what word she used, to feel somewhat insecure, or what you want to call it, about this fucking thing. It's absurd.
Because she's not gonna be good, and she's gonna have no experience.
Yeah, but why is it so wrong? Well, this doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, why can't a man and a woman learn together how their bodies work and what they like about each other, bro? Like, why is that why is that wrong? Like the exact opposite direction of that is not better than the first direction. In fact, it's actually worse, because we can see the outcomes today of what your system produces, which is a bunch of fucking thoughts who aren't getting married and having kids, a low birth rate, a bunch of incels walking around, and a society of non-married and atomized individuals, right? Like this is just absurd. And even the whole insecurity, like if a chick's had 100 bodies on her, bro, yeah, you're gonna feel a little bit insecure about that, right? Because she's gonna be comparing you to 1,000 or 100 men that she's fucked already. That's what it comes down to. That's where the insecurity comes from, and it's perfectly logical, not even somewhat, it's perfectly logical to feel insecure in that situation. So I don't know why people keep using shaming language about that shit. It's true.
They don't need you to be good, though.
That's true. We don't like. People think like that we need women to be good. Women are not good at sex. Like they never have been. Okay, a woman can't get fucking can get better at like sucking dick to some extent, or doing certain things in bed. But at the end of the day, women do not get better at, like, when it comes down to sex, bro. Men are doing most of the fucking work when it comes to sex, right? They do most of the work. Any man who's had sex would fucking know this. You're doing most of the fucking work when it comes to sex. Like very few chicks are fucking going crazy like that. Or hell, maybe it's just me. But when I hear, dude, I don't care who the fuck you are. If you're a man, you're doing 80% of the work, dude. And what it comes down to. So this idea that a woman has to be good at sex is like absurd.
So boring, isn't that boring? That's so boring.
I'll tell you what.
That's so boring. Like it just sounds transactional to me. Just
what? So you mean the chick with 100 bodies isn't having transactional sex with those men, where she trades in her beauty for a night with Chad? How is that not how is that less transactional than when it's like a man and a woman in a committed relationship having sex, and they might get married someday? How is that not transactional? I mean, at the end of the day, sex is transactional. Like sex is a transaction. You're trading in your body and your beauty and your youth and all that crap that men value for sexual access from a man and his resources as well. Like, come on, everything is transactional to some extent. I don't know what she's even talking about. But this is your Floyd brain here, so this is what you have to expect, right?
Sounds so boring. I don't know.
That's very strange to me. It sounds transactional for a virgin.
I like you because you haven't been with anyone. It's like you haven't been with anyone. That's why I like you. I think that's crazy. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
And of course, a woman who has a high body count would say this, because like she's obviously insecure. She doesn't want to be judged for her actions as well. What it comes down to.
Well, you can understand, first of all, if they're religious, that comes from a different place, right?
So yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So guys that are alpha guys that are, want to be, head of household and consider themselves leaders and want to, provide for their women, and they don't find it unattractive that a woman would have inexperience, because they feel like, what's going to make that experience in the bedroom so powerful is not that she can bounce off the walls or knows all these tricks or knows all these sexual things and look, she's doing something like out of a porno. That's not what's appealing to them. What's appealing is that she's really excited to be there for him.
And honestly, being able for especially for a woman nowadays, being able to forego sexual access of the men who are literally throwing themselves at you sometimes, especially if you're really attractive and even if you're unattractive, right? Being able to forego that sex and say, no, I'm going to save myself shows a certain level of maturity and a certain level of like self respect that other women don't have for themselves nowadays. So yeah, it does tell you something about a woman when she's had a lot of bodies on her. Like, it shows you that, is this chick going to be loyal? Is she going to be respectful? Is she going to respect our relationship? Like, it tells you a lot of things about that woman. It's not just a matter of like, oh, well, she's a virgin, bro, and I have more experience, bro. Like, this is stupid shit.
She's present.
I feel like, who said that? Was it Albert Wesker who said something similar to that? What did he say? Yeah, right here. For me, body count isn't about insecurity. High body count shows the woman has no interest in loyalty or commitment. High body count also shows uncontrolled. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
She's loyal. She's committed. And he doesn't need her to be an acrobat. He just needs her to be loyal. So that's where they're coming from. It's not appealing. The sexual promiscuity actually is a turnoff, because then that means if she's doing all this stuff, she got a lot of practice with all these other guys. That's not special to me anymore. That's somebody who's more likely to cheat.
Are we talking about
stray.
Sex or dating?
Sex. I'm talking about sex.
Yeah, but I'm gonna assume that they're probably dating. If she's gone to that step, they're probably dating, right?
What world does this chick live in, where she literally has sex with with other men behind her? Well, not behind her husband's back, but rather with other men. Like, while she's married in a relationship, she's having casual sex with other men. Most women out here are not getting into dating relationships with men before they have sex. What the fuck she's talking about? I hope that's what she's saying here.
Probably. I mean, you never know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me.
You don't see that at body count.
No, because if she's picked to be with you after all these guys, isn't that special because she picked you?
Is she retarded, bro? She's taking how women feel and applying it to men. Oh man, bro. She's taking how women feel and applying it to men. Yeah, for women, you feel special when Chad Thundercock, who has fucked half the town, decides to settle down with you. Yeah, of course you're gonna feel happy about that. But for the dude who had to put in all that work, to get you and then fuck you, he had to put in 5 times as much work to get you, and then, oh yeah, you only get to fuck me in marriage or after we've been dating for 3 months. Yeah, okay, that's a horrible trade, because he knows damn well if you have over 100 bodies on you, that odds are in his favor to guess that you probably fucked a few of those guys with them having to do fuck all nothing. Like, fuck off, dude. This is retarded. This chick's stupid, dude. Of course, Destiny would fucking date a fucking bimbo
instead of all these other guys. That's how I view it. It's like she picked that person. She went through 100 and didn't like any of them as much as she likes the last one, and then she has all these experiences.
Oh yeah. Like, oh, she didn't like the rest of them because they didn't have enough money or resources, but she would fuck them for free. You know how dumb that fucking sounds? You know how dumb you fucking sound? Oh yeah. The Beta Billy, who's like a 5 out of or 6 out of 10 dude. He has enough money and a good job. So I like him the most, but even though I don't really like him, but at this point I need to settle down with some beta guy to fuck him and maybe have kids with him or cuck him later on. She's fucking retarded, bro. You can tell she's stupid when you listen to her tone. She sounds like a typical bimbo valley girl. Yeah.
Experiences, and it's probably really great in bed.
Well, they'll say no because there was something wrong with her judgment, that she allowed herself to be that open and that intimate with so many guys. She couldn't have been in love with 100. If you're using 100 is a big number, right? So
yeah, let's say 10 people. Yeah, I'm more normal maybe.
I think the challenge is, and the conversation always goes when I have this conversation with Destiny too, like virgin or somebody who slept with like 100 people. Those are two extreme cases, right? Do I think that most guys would take a virgin gladly over somebody who had slept with 100 people? 100%. 100%. But do I think, they're going to be opposed to a woman who's slept with a few guys that she had relationships with, where she did pair sex with emotion, where she was having something real? No, I think that's totally okay. I think the challenge is that they worry that if you're able to disconnect sex from emotion, you're more likely to then cheat in a relationship. You're more likely the second you hit a roadblock to be somebody who can go cheat, because you're wired that way. You're capable of just sex is sex. If you're a virgin or somebody who's had sex with 2 guys and both of them you've been madly in love with, you don't even know a world outside of sex paired with love. There's a lot of safety and security that a man gets from that. Can you
I feel like I
understand that?
would be a lot more scared if I had a girlfriend that was a virgin and no experience. Like, let's say she goes to work and then she meets someone else and they have like
Yeah, but the problem is that the first chick has proven that she has zero self control. The second chick has proven that she has some self control. You don't think the chick that's a virgin is like, it's like she assumed she's retarded, bro. She has to be fucking mentally retarded, right? Like literally mentally retarded. Not in the way that I use it, right? She has to be retarded, right? She assumes that this virgin girl was literally kept in a shoebox her whole life, and her parents let her out at age 18 to experience the world one day, and then she just fucking like, I can't control myself anymore or some shit. Like, no, like this girl probably, assuming she's a virgin in every way possible, assuming and stuff like that, she probably existed in a society. She went to a school, and she had to experience a lot of had to not experience, but had to exercise a lot of, self control to maintain of that status, and to keep her fucking shit right at the end of the day. The chick who has ran through 100 men, or has been ran through by 100 men rather, she's obviously displayed that she has zero self control. Kind of fucking logic is this chick using, bro? She's just as retarded, dude. She's fucking stupid, bro.
a really good chemistry and a lot of sexual tension. I feel like just because she doesn't know what that is on the other side, she would be more interested in doing it than if she is aware of her feelings, she's aware of what she can do and what she wants because she has a lot of experience. I feel like if she picks me, it makes a lot more sense because she knows so much better about herself because she gained so much experience and learned about herself.
If that girl gets to 21, 22, 23, particularly now given like what the college experience looks like, and she's still a virgin, that is a girl who you're going to feel really comfortable going to work. And if she does have a dynamic with somebody that maybe there's some chemistry, she's going to guard her body so heavily and treat that so well, because that's how it works, right? That's
what do you mean? How do you know that? Because she's already displayed the ability to have self control. Once again, she just assumes that like these women are just like the women who stay virgins are just like in a shoebox somewhere, and then like they've never had like they're fucking sheltered, right? As if like they never experienced like male desire or male thirst. Like, no, these women are probably like most women in today's society. They experience male thirst, and they know that men like them and stuff like that, and they know that men want to fuck them. They aren't retarded. Like, come on, like what kind of logic is that she using, dude? She's dumb, dude. She's just fucking dumb.
It would be like a huge contrast between, imagine a woman who went through college, went through, the hookups culture scene, was out with her friends who were doing that and didn't do it because she couldn't physically, like that just wasn't something she could do. She didn't feel like casual sex was in her DNA.
I think like if let's say you're dating someone from high school and then you're getting married to that person, and this high school kid that, let's say that he grew up and he has been really, what do you call it? Like his parents were like just like serving everything for him. He doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't know how to clean his room. He doesn't know how to even get a job or anything like that. Yep. And then this girl is like doing pretty fine for herself, but that's like the only thing she knows. And she has this sort of idea that she wants to have this guy and she wants to have sex after marriage. And then after they get married and she has sex with him, she meets a guy at work that has this energy of being in control and taking care of the house and cleaning and can do all these amazing things. Why wouldn't she be interested just in the personality?
You don't think that's happened ever once in the history of mankind? Once again, like she keeps trying to say that like, oh, she'll be Chad struck, and you don't think she's been Chad struck before? You don't think she knows that? Come on, man. Like, oh, bruh. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and like defend all women here who are virgins, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them probably said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck Chad jawline anyway, or fucking Chad anyway," right? At the end of the day, right? So I'm pretty sure a lot of them do it to begin with anyway. At the end of the day, right? I'm not gonna try to defend these women to begin with, but at the end of the day, though, like if a woman has done this much fucking work to maintain her virginity and her and all this crap, it's very much likely that she probably has more self-control than the average woman. I can at least concede that.
Of this one guy that seems to have the shit together compared to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then she's already picked someone from high school, let's say, right? that because she didn't know what she wanted. She didn't want to marry a kid.
Right. Well, that's fine, but that's not on par with a justification for sleeping around. Like, you don't have to sleep with 100 guys to figure out.
No, you don't have to do that. But I think having some sort of experience is good. That's pretty.
Why? Like, it's not a job interview. It's literally fucking. Like, human beings have been fucking since the dawn of man. You think like it's like women truly think that like sex is like some like this is something that even Andrew Tate talked about, where like women think that sex is like some esoteric fucking like unknown skill that like you can never do. No, dude. Like most people. I'm not saying like you can't get a better at sex, but like most people generally fucking figure it out when even when they don't know what to do. Okay, like come on, it's not some esoteric. It's I don't know. It's literally just a fucking dick shoving itself into a fucking hole. That's all it really is, bro. Like it ain't much, bro. Like, god damn, bro. They think it's more than what it really is. Like it's oh god, you need experience for that. No, you don't. You don't need experience with that. Especially women don't need experiences at all. All they gotta do is lay on their back or bend over and take it. There's not much to fucking do if you're a woman.
Pretty much by point, instead of just having no experience. I don't think with no experience you know what you want. I think people tell you what you want at that point. I don't.
So again,
women never know what they want. This is our main problem with society right now. Because once again, women's main problem is that they're fucking women, right? So women don't know what they want. If they knew what they wanted, we wouldn't have these low ass fucking birth rates. We wouldn't have these these a bunch of fucking single women walking around the world. We wouldn't have all these problems. And most men, yeah, this is what it comes down to. We wouldn't have all these problems if women knew what the fuck they wanted, bro. They don't know what they want at all. Or rather, they do know what they want, but they fucking lie about it. Yeah, they fucking lie their asses off about it, and then they keep going after the tops of the top. So, yeah. So yeah, maybe misspoke there. Women do know what they want, and the problem is that they all want the exact same thing, and they can't all have the exact same thing, right? It's even worse than not knowing what you want. You all know what you want, and now we all know that you all want the same 5% of dudes, and that's literally fucking impossible to have a working market that way. It just doesn't work.
No experience is not promiscuity, right? So that we have two ends of the spectrum now. We have like no experience where you're a virgin, you enter your first relationship, that's the only man that you know. That can come with its own sets of challenges. And then you have someone who's sleeping around for hobby, and by the time they hit 25, they've been with a ton of guys that they don't even care about, some of whom they don't even know their last name. So
that could be the case.
Right. But and all I'm saying is guys, the vast majority of men may not say a virgin is their first choice. Maybe they'll say, you know what? I like a woman who maybe she's had a couple of relationships that she's really been invested in. It shows some relationship history. It shows she knows a little bit something about relationship. Maybe they'll say that, but they're definitely going to pass on this girl over here that's been with everybody under the sun. And they'll take that virgin over this girl over here any day of the week, because they'll at least know that that girl is extremely selective. Probably comes from the kind of family that taught her to have self-respect in her body. Probably is going to be very unlikely to stray in the same way. And I know you see it differently, but if you're able to have sex loosely, if you're able on any level to do that, you're much more of a threat to a man than someone who's unable to do. Like I was not able, and I always thought it was like, I'm flawed by design. There's something wrong with me. When I was growing up, I actually felt like I can't do that. Like it would be uncomfortable for me to even truly like make out with somebody that I didn't have like a feeling for. That made a lot of guys feel really safe, because they knew if they sent me out and I was hanging out with my girl, like I was not going to stray. It wasn't in my wiring.
Do you think that there is any other chance for someone to trust you without looking at your past like that?
Oh man. Especially for human beings, dog, past performance is a pretty damn good indicator of future results. It's not like a fucking investment, right? Past performance is always generally the best indicator of your future performance, bro. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. Your past is who you are. Like the past is how you fucking got here. You cannot separate yourself from your fucking past. It is what it is. You did the actions that you fucking did, and it is what it is. There is no going back and saying, or not even a matter of going back. There is no like saying like, well, the past, buddy boy. What the fuck you mean the past is the past, dog? what the fuck were you doing back then? And what you were doing back then will probably tell you, well, I'm not saying people can't change, but for the most part, though, most people don't fucking change, bro. Past the age of 25, 26, dude, you're kind of stuck in your ways, bro. Bitch the fucking retarded, dude. Chick is dumb, bruh.
Do you think that there's anything you could say or show like presently?
Well, I think people do change, right? And I think, like I always say, there are people who change for the better, right? They have a past. There's women who were promiscuous and had an OnlyFans and did whatever, and then they hit 30 and they're like, that's not me anymore.
Oh God, those are the worst examples, right? Because like those women did something that was literally irreparable. You can't go back and take your fucking asshole and body off the internet, bro. The internet's forever, dude. You can't go back and take that shit back, bro. And especially they use the example of a chick turning 30, bro. Come on, bro. Of course she's trying to. Of course when the fucking when her fucking ovaries are screaming at her saying have a kid. Yeah, of course. Now she wants to change, bro. Now she wants to change. Yeah, okay, dude. Fuck out of here, bro. Man, this is just dumb. Chicks are dumb, dude. You can't go back in time and get rid of your OnlyFans account that all the men whacked off to and get rid of your porno account that you had. Like, come on, dude. This is dumb.
Like, I don't want that. Do I think those people can change for the better? 100%.
Yeah, but those actions don't go away, bro. I'm sorry. There's just some stuff you don't come back from, right? You like it's kind of like a I hate to say it like this, but it's kind of like not even say it like this. Not even a bad thing to say really, but it's kind of like if you like kill somebody and then 30 years later you get out of jail, you ain't coming back from that one, bro. Your life is over at that point, right? If you did in your 20s, you're gonna be what 50 when you get out of jail? I don't know. Like, it's just like you're right. Like, your life is over, bro. Like you're gonna get out of jail, and you're not gonna have any job opportunities because no one wants to hire a murderer. You're not gonna have any fucking way to work. You're just done. So like, no, there's some things you just don't come back from. That's our main problem with our current society is that we always fucking try to bail a women out. And that's our main problem. It's like half the fucking problem.
Do I think it's still really hard for guys to process their past and come to terms with it? I do. So it's like, yeah, they can change. And maybe that woman would ultimately be an amazing wife, an amazing mom. But there's a lot of guys that won't be able to get past that promiscuity. And they'll be thinking in their head, is this a liability for me? Is her ability to be promiscuous going to bite me in the behind in a couple of years? So I think that's just how they feel. Whether it's right or wrong, that's how they feel, a lot of them. If you like the short clip.
Of course, this chick probably has 1 million fucking subscribers at this point because he's a woman. Even some old, he's a fucking roasty can get subscribers nowadays. 193K subscribers. My fucking God, bro. Oh my God. Like I said, though, the market for fucking Floyds nowadays is so easy, bro. Let's read some comments here. Oh, the comments are going to be base as fuck for sure. Let's just read one comment here. Andy Wooten. Isn't it remarkable when a woman tries to decide what men find attractive? That's true. Yeah. That would be like me trying to shame a woman for who wants a man who's 6'5" and a breadwinner. Makes no sense. Sure, a guy wouldn't mind a slutty girl if he's not interested in building a future with her, but when it comes to taking a woman seriously, yeah, he's question mark at the end there. Men predominantly want women who have very little experience, if any experience. Sexual experience breaks women emotionally, psychologically and spiritually. Experience builds character in men. Women love battle-tested men, not the other way around. Attraction is not symmetrical between sexes. What makes men attractive does not make women attractive. How is that a sign of insecurity? Modern women love to shame men for having standards, but men don't get to shame them for wanting a 6-foot jacked millionaire. Ooh. So this is another case of women telling men they should want and what we should want and shaming us if we don't agree. This girl 30 is going to be hard. Let her talk. She's outing herself. She is, yeah, basically. What Melina doesn't realize is that women are what the fuck is you typing? Realizes that a woman that's a hedonist like her body count of over 100 at 23 has no discipline or discernment. Of course, she'd jump on the first guy that excites her outside of her husband because all she cares about is her fleeting pleasure and emotions. A virgin at 23 has considered her options and won't just give herself to anyone, even if there's an attractive guy at work. The virgin is much more likely to not get herself into a situation where something sexual happens. After all, she's done it 1,000 times before. As a man, it's obvious the better choice for a life partner. It's true. She has it completely inverted. What she's describing is what women look for in men. Having experiences, ideally more experiences her. I don't read this. I'm not gonna read the rest of that shit. Women don't want a woman with a high body count. Comparing them to past lovers like a used car, used to a variety and out for more. Nobody wants the town bicycle. Hey, I hit it before you married it. Not something a guy wants to hear. That's true. My first wife was a virgin when I met her, and I married her. She learned quick and loved sex. Yeah, what do you know? All right, we're good. I think I read enough comments there. Let's read this article. Here we go. Let's see. If a 6-foot Stacy wants a 6'5" Chad millionaire, at least I wouldn't be complaining. The problem is that Becky wants the same thing. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you don't want the same 5 dudes. The problem with Black spring break events is that they always get shot up at some point. Well, it even happened in Miami this year. Thug Max is doing deletions around the main strip. Yeah, it's just crazy, bro. Dudes marry porn stars these days, though. That's true. They don't really care. Porn stars using white dresses to marry, laugh my fucking ass off. That's true. That's fucking insane. Men's loneliness knows no bound. They will reflect in their urges to mate. Now let's read this article. This is the article that Base Pluto covered. I'm going to cover it here as well. It's basically about women going abroad to find husbands or to find boyfriends and shit, which is basically just women doing a sex tourism at the end of the day, right? Which they've been doing for a long time anyway. At the same time that men have. So it's kind of weird how only one side of the aisle gets any real criticism for the trying to a geomax to another area. It's kind of funny, right? But let's cover it. Let's cover the article. Let's read the whole damn thing. It's from the New York Times, I believe. Here we go. In search of romance, try moving abroad. Some American women relocating outside of the U.S. has improved their dating lives, but some warn that finding love involved more than a change of address. Casey Margot has been going on plenty of fun dates ever since she moved to Paris in October 2019. Men frequently approach her with the dramatic antics seen in Disney movies. This one guy was like, I ran through traffic just to look into your eyes once. If you don't want to go on a date with me, I can die happy knowing I just met you. What the fuck, bro? This is some next level simping, bro. This is some next level simping here. My fucking God, bro. Said Miss Margot, a 28-year-old English teacher from Los Angeles. After studying abroad in Paris in 2016, Miss Margot fell in love with the city and its men. She found a gig teaching English in Paris and moved there after she graduated from Sarah Lawrence College in May of 2019. Now Miss Margot is living a dream of many American women who are seeking relationships abroad, some of whom cite the toxic dating scene in the U.S. Oh, you mean the dating scene that women participated in, and also calls the toxic toxic dating scene that women call themselves? Okay, yeah. Once again, women cannot fix problems or accept fault in anything they fucking cause. Oh, man. Tinder Passport, a subscription service that allows users to match with people in a destination of their choice, is one of the app's most popular features, with the majority of members using it up to 9 times a month, says Stephanie Donzi. Dang, people are paying for that shit, bro? What the fuck, dude? The senior vice president of global marketing at Tinder. Yeah, they're making mad bank off of women and men at this point. I don't know why anyone would keep using Tinder at this point, bro. It's just retarded. From 2022 to 2023, there was a distinct increase in the number of female members shifting interest to unique locations. There's even a dating show that premiered last month on the cable channel Freeform, Love Trip, Paris. There are 4 American women moved to an apartment building in Paris filled with eligible French darlings. Although each woman would have various levels of dating experience, they are all looking to find a French lover. I'm in Paris to find my woman, Caroline Renner, 26, said on the season's premiere. I am looking for a fresh start. Jocelyn Aguilera, 26, said. I'm looking for a fresh start. What's the implication of a fresh start, buddy boy? It's almost like she's been ran through by Chadcock in her own city and she had to go overseas to fucking escape her past. Like women never face their past, bro. They always run away from it, dude, and they act like it never fucking happened. Paris is for a lot of people the epitome of romance, said Suzanne House, the executive producer of the show. American women love Paris. Romanticized images of American women in beret, roaming through the streets of Paris, getting robbed, by the way, kissing a French partner by the Eiffel Tower. They are enchanting for many. Think Emily in Paris. But there are other reasons why people want to date outside the U.S. For Miss Margot, a black woman who attended predominantly white institutions through her school years, she felt ignored in the United States as if she was not an option, she said. In Paris, she felt seen. As for the women in the love trip Paris, they were all exhausted with casual dating in the U.S. Oh, no. The memes write themselves, bro. The memes write themselves, bro. Oh, shit, dude. They're all exhausted with casual dating in the United States, bro. Of course, they would all be engaging in casual dating. What's the implication of casual dating, buddy boyos? What's the implication of that word casual? You know, they're all tired of getting pumped up by Chad, and rather than date down, once again, women will run away from their past. Rather than date down, they just run away to another country, bro. What the fuck? Like, it's the exact opposite for men. Whereas men can't even find decent women. Women could find decent men, but they'd rather jump overseas and try to fuck Chad in Paris, right? Fuck me, dude. These women are fucking just like they just have like zero fucking integrity or loyalty at all. They have zero fucking just, I don't know. This is craziness. They felt like going to a different country. Suitors are more serious and they're more intention and behind their actions. Miss Howe said, it's a sentiment that is shared by many American women who have had disappointing dating experiences in the States and feel that moving to a different country might help them open up to the idea of love again. This is the main problem, though. They're looking for love. You're not gonna find love anywhere, okay? Love doesn't really. I mean, I don't know. These chicks are fucking dumb, bro. Like, you know, no. Maybe for men, nobody loves men, right? No, nobody really loves men. So maybe this is why I always say nobody, men can experience love, but like for women though, dude, you're looking for a fleeting emotion, right? Looking for something that doesn't exist. Susan House, the executive producer of Love Trip Paris, said that members of the cast felt like by going to a different country, suitors were more serious or they're more intention behind their actions. Credit Freeform. Alexis Brown, for example, noticed a lack of effort and intention from men she was dating in Atlanta, where she attended Spelman College. What do you know? Effort and intention. I wonder what kind of men she was dealing with who didn't put in a lot of effort and intention into their dating. Someone's like she was dating the top of the pyramid, and where all those men are spoiled for choice. And rather than date down or date at her level, rather, she wanted to keep dating Chads. So she ran overseas to go date Chads. This is the only real fucking conclusion I can come to at this point. Because like, without even knowing this chick, there's no like, there's so many women who are dating above their fucking looks level that it's fucking absurd at this point. Just fucking absurd. And the dating culture in the U.S. that it's more cool and normalized to be indifferent to someone and not really express how you genuinely feel, Ms. Brown, 23 said. When she traveled across Europe for vacation in October 2022 to January 2023, however, people she dated made it clear that they wanted to spend time with her. Of course, like, oh my god, like, oh, whatever, dude. Their interest could have been tied to the fact that I was just different from anybody they had ever met. She said Ms. Brown, who works in communication and social media. Regardless, she appreciated making meaningful connections and new encounters. I was just open and interested in meeting different people and having cultural exchanges. Oh yes, cultural exchanges, buddy boyo. What's that mean? What's that mean? The people she dated made it clear. So she dated people from October 2022 to January 2023, and you expect me to believe that this woman here was looking for a committed relationship with all these men she dated? No, dude, she was just there to smash Chad and go home. Like, come on, bro. Fuck me. Yeah, David got it right. Vacation equals whoring around in another country, bro. The people she dated. Like, she didn't say person. The people she dated. Oh, bro. They use the word date to fucking mask what they really mean. The people she fucked. Of course they want to spend time with you to fuck you even more. Come on, dude. Fuck this shit, dude. I like having cultural exchanges. Teehee. CP Tabibian. What kind of fucking name you got, buddy? CP Tabibian? The fuck? Who moved to Madrid at 35 from Austin, Texas, felt similarly. Chick, you're 35. It's over for you, dog. You want to have kids anyway. You want to get fucked, I guess. You'll be fine in Madrid, I guess. Who fucking knows? She was excited to meet people in Spain, where she noticed a culture of getting married or having children later in life than in the U.S. Not anymore. I don't know what fucking country she thinks she's going to, bro. But yeah, and I like how they view the. Oh man, here's the funny part. They view that as a good thing. Oh, people were having kids later in life and not getting married till they're fucking 55 years old. Wow, that's a great thing. Are you fucking retarded? That's like the death of your fucking society, bro. But these women don't view it that way. They're like, wow, that's a great thing. People are doing whatever they want. Yeah, okay, dude. When I walked into the room, I wasn't the oldest person, Miss Tabibi, said. I wasn't the only single person. Yeah, what do you fucking know? A bunch of fucking other spinsters there as well. In Austin, dating apps have became tiresome for her. Well, she at 35, I would expect it, right? I felt like every guy was the same guy. She said, I felt like if I stayed there, I'm probably going to be single forever because your standards are too high. That's probably what's going on here. But whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. You know, it is what it is. Being in a new environment made to be being very playful. Yeah. Oh, very, very, very playful, guys. Oh shit. Very playful. Oh shitty. Oh shiznit. Very playful, guys. What's that mean? I get the fuck even more Chad. Teehee. I didn't have the history of dating guys in Spain. Oh shit, bro. I didn't have the history of dating guys in Spain. The history. Oh man, her history in Austin, Texas must have been like the fucking must have been like the body count of the Taliban in Afghanistan, bro. Oh man. Oh shit, dude. She said I wasn't jaded, and yeah, I guess you would be jaded after getting ran through by Chad for the last fucking 15 years of your life. Going on dates that were spoken entirely in Spanish was also an enjoyable challenge for Mr. Bibi, who was Iranian and Colombian and did not grow up speaking Spanish. My God, this mystery meat looking bitch, bro. My fucking God. But I guess it doesn't really affect women as much as it does men. But mystery meat bitch, dog. A Maramut, straight up a Maramut, dude. In 2020, she met her partner who was Spanish. Now she is the founder of She Hit Refresh. Oh shit! A community that helps women over 30 move to a different country, bro. She hit refresh, bro. Even that fucking phrase alone should let you know what's going on here, buddy boyos. Oh, they're trying to hit a refresh on their lives, right? Trying to forget their past. Once again, women never face their past, bro. They never face their past. They always run from it, bro. They can't help but run from their past, dude. Because the only reason you would have to run from your past is that you're ashamed of it. That's the only reason you would have to run from your past, is that you're ashamed of it. If you were proud of your past, you'd be showing it all there, all out in the open, bro. But if you're ashamed of your past, bro, you'd be running your ass away from that shit, dude. And that's exactly what they're fucking doing. Oh, bro. John Marie Moss left and Cindy Shellman. I'm not gonna read this comment. Is what it was. Miss Cindy Sheehan meeting people outside of circles in Denver was monumental. She started traveling solo shortly after ending her 30-year marriage in 2016. She found that the men she dated in Denver after her divorce to be unadventurous. She said, "Chick, wait a second. You were in a 30-year marriage, and you expect." How old are you? How old is this chick, bro? Hold on, did I miss her age? I can't find her age. Because, like, if she was already in a 30-year marriage, and she's worried about people being adventurous at age fucking 50 years old, she's killing herself, bro. Obviously. I don't know. What the fuck, bro? Oh, man. Well, this is blackpilling as fuck a little bit, dude. She said she went on 60 dates in 2017. 60 dates? Dude. Like, she's probably trying to date old grandpa. And old grandpa, he's trying to settle down, bruh. It was like a comedy show, she said. At the end of 2017, she quit her job and traveled throughout Southeast Asia for leisure and started using Tinder. because they were out there living their life. There was a lot more energy to the dates. Miss Sheehan, 61 years old. She's 61 years old. 61? 61 years fucking old, bro. Nah. Oh my god. Kill me, bro. Somebody please kill me now, dog. FBI, please break in my fucking condo and kill me, bro. Just get it over with, bro. You're gonna come for me one day anyway, bro. 61 years old. You know how fucking absurd that is? That you still want to be wooed and have adventures at age 61? You should be sitting down making cookies for your grandkids, not trying to fuck Chad in fucking Southeast Asia for fun. Like, come on, chick. Oh, bro. I'm telling you, I'm Susie. I'm going to Southeast Asia, Susie. I still got it. Susie. I'm going to fuck Chad too. I still got it. Oh, fuck me, bro. Susie, keep working, Susie. I mean, you're not working either, but Susie, keep extracting men's wealth so I can travel to the next country. I need my Social Security check too. Keep the men working, Susie. Keep eating the carrot on the stick. I need those men to keep working, Susie. Ah, bro. She should be getting her burial arrangements in order. Fucking funny as fuck, Handsome Mac. It's a good comment. Funny one. God damn, bruh. It wasn't just somebody meeting after their work at the bank or their way home to let out the dogs in Denver. Aw. She wants excitement at age 61, buddy boy. What the fuck, dude? In 2018, she met her partner of 5 years, Jean-Marie Moss, a 61-year-old professional tandem paraglider from Doragon, France, and Nepal. You're not tied to your history. Oh, yes, you fucking are. Yeah, that's why you ran from it, you dumb bitch. Miss Sheehan said, who now lives in Portugal. You're living more freely. Aw. For Frances Liz, it was more important to be around people who are passionate about traveling. She found dating to be difficult in the United States, but ultimately she crossed paths with her current partner, Shamia Williams, after buying a one-way ticket to Thailand. She had just experienced a breakup in Silver Spring, Maryland, and moved, and the move was part of her healing journey, she said. Oh, her healing journey to get fucked by Chad. Okay. She started a podcast called Chronicles Abroad with her co-host who had met Miss Williams, 40, in Malaysia. In 2018, Miss Liz interviewed Miss Williams, the founder of a consultancy, that's it? And the two kept in touch. They started dating. Oh, this is a lesbian relationship. Who gives a fuck? When you decide to just live for yourself, live your life for yourself, you actually end up stumbling upon people that match your energy and the same ideas, and values, said Miss Liz, a 42-year-old founder of wellness company. Whew, fuck me, dude. So it's not just about the country. Can you go to a beautiful city and find love, or are you bringing your baggage with you? Miss House, the executive producer of Love Trip Paris, said that was the social experiment of the dating show after all. You take these 4 women who had a lot of issues dating, and now they're in Paris, and they have a lot of the same issues, Miss House said. I would argue that somebody isn't just looking for love. They might be seeking out something more deep in themselves, said Jess Carbino, a former sociologist for Tinder. The issues we have transcend, like, there's so many, like, Tinder can't be a complicated app to run, right? Like, these sociologists have to know that most of their clientele base for men are not getting any matches at all. And, like, their entire fucking goddamn platform is a grift to steal money from men and keep women and keep them on the endless fucking Tinder treadmill of paying for Tinder Gold and Tinder Platinum or whatever the fuck they call it now. Like, come on. The issues we are having transcend geographic borders in terms of what is motivating us internally. That is precisely why the focal point for many women moving abroad is to learn more about themselves in a new environment. Dating is just a piece of the bigger picture. Miss Brown, for example, had underwhelming dating experience in the United States, but she wanted to be in new spaces. She traveled to 25 cities and 15 countries in 3 months. I felt like it would be hard for me to figure out what I want in my life, what I want my life to look like in the same environment that I've always been in, Miss Brown said. That included learning more about what vulnerable connections look like to her. I really don't know that I've been treated better, she said, about one man she dated in Vienna, who was equally interested as she was in planning thoughtful dates. If somebody that I met 2 days ago can treat me this well, I should focus on building relationships with people who are intentional and want to do the same. Miss Tabibian said that anyone who is jaded about dating should definitely try dating abroad. It can really feel like you're living in your own rom-com, she said. And while these women take the theatrical romantic encounters with a grain of salt, they serve as a reminder to reject thoughtless advances. Now you won't catch me accepting a date where the guy's like, let's pregame in my car, Miss Brown said, reflecting on a previous encounter she had. That's an immediate block. Aw. Man, this article is blackpilling a little bit, dude. But once again, though, when a women do it, it's fine. When fucking men do it, it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible action. And we're all sex traffickers and shit like that, dude. It's just crazy. Life starts at 61 if you're a woman, I guess. My God, bro. Excitement at 61. At that age, a slight jump scare would be enough to put you in cardiac arrest. Yep. The guy she dated would all of a sudden be the most adventurous guy on earth if she was 25. Jimmy! I know that 66% of youngins 18 to 29 are single. Just keep trying, Jimmy. Work hard, Jimmy. I promise you, you will get a wife, Jimmy. Keep working, Jimmy. Oh my fucking God, dude. Let me read another article real quick. I have 2 articles I can read. Let me find my article folder in Discord. Posted one about Japan. Shit's horrible, bro. Don't blame women. Japan's birth rate sparks the online debate. Let me copy message link. Need 1 sec, buddy boy. Let me get this shit started. The fact that these older women, have to go online or overseas is fucking just crazy to me. But why would you even bother? The whole world's your oyster at this point, so for women anyway. Why didn't that open? The fuck? Give me a sec, buddy boyos. Let me let's open it up. Yep, go. There we go. All right, here it is. Let's do another article. Jimmy, I know you'll never afford a home, but keep working, Jimmy, so I can use my Social Security to cover property tax. Jimmy, keep working, Jimmy. The Black Pill News. The news you need, the news you trust. Let's do it again. All right, here we go. Here we go, buddy boyos. Don't blame women. Don't blame the women, guys. Japan's birth drive sparks online debate. Japan's government has made tackling and falling birth rate a top priority, but few women involved in official debate on the issue. Some are making themselves heard on social media. Japan recorded fewer than 800,000 births last year, the lowest in the country of 125 million since records began. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has warned that the trend threatens whether we can continue to function as a society, and fresh focus on the issue has sparked countless articles. But one in particular noting Japan has the highest ratio in the OECD of 50-year-old women who have never had children. What the fuck? God damn! Woo! triggered an outpouring of responses using the hashtag lifelong childlessness. Tamako Okada had long felt ashamed about not having children and hesitated to click on the trending topic on Twitter initially, fearing the usual barrage of criticism. Instead, she found mostly sympathetic and nuanced discussions with women explaining why they had been unable to start a family and, in some cases, why they had chosen not to. I used to strongly believe that giving birth was the normal thing to do, the 47-year-old freelance writer said. She tried matchmaking services hoping to find a partner with no luck and was left feeling guilty when her father asked her for a grandchild for Father's Day. Damn, bruh. Damn. I mean, like, you the matchmaker and couldn't find a man. That's on you, bro. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure they probably showed you a bunch of good men and you just didn't. Well, I don't like the way he looks because you have too much fucking your standards are too high. But posting her experiences and reading those of others helped her feel my way of life is okay. So much criticism. While many developed countries are struggling with low birth rates, the problem is particularly acute in Japan. It has the world's second oldest population after Monaco, and its relatively strict immigration rules mean it faces growing labor shortages. Kishida has vowed policies, including financial aid for families, easier childcare access, and more parental leave. But with women accounting for fewer than 10% of the lawmakers in the powerful lower house, Kishida's 19th minister cabinet, including just 2 women, most of those involved in the debate are men. That has left some women feeling sidelined or even under attack. Don't blame women for low birth rate, tweeted Ayako, a 38-year-old Tokyo resident without children, who used the hashtag to call for recognition of various choices in life. She said that Japan's traditional gender roles are central to the problem. Okay, this is my main problem with this argument, bro. Me and Jack Nickelback talked about this in Discord, right? Or at least we posted about it in Discord, right? This shit's retarded, right? Because, like, you can't be under the thumb of traditional gender roles if, like, you're not even getting married. So, like, it's not even a complaint you can even throw at the society in general, really. And beyond that, like, every single Western country, and including some Eastern countries as well, have only become more feminist as time has gone on, not less equal. So, like, the reality is that this crying about, the gender roles are still bad, buddy boyo, this is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. Like, the reality is that you just don't want to have kids. Or the men aren't good enough for you to have kids with. One of the two. But at the end of the fucking day, these traditional gender roles, bruh, they are. I don't think they play a lick of fucking a lick of the I don't think they called any of this problem, in my opinion, dude. They didn't call a lot of this problem. Like, you're doing it because for traditional gender roles, that's it. Oh my god, dude. I think it's a complete fucking cope for these women, dude. Yeah, I'm so tired of hearing about gender roles. It's not even funny, bro. Especially when society's only becoming more feminist, not less. I don't know. This is dumb. In 2021, government survey found that Japanese women spend around 4 times as long on chores and childcare as men, even with more husbands working from home. Ayako is outspoken online, but said that she finds herself shunned when she speaks about gender-related issues in real life and preferred not to give her surname. It's hard to raise your voice in the real world. I feel like women receive so much criticism just for expressing their opinions, she said. Oh, really? I feel like, at least in America anyway, a women literally get exalted to the top of the pyramid when they express their opinion, bro. They literally, their opinions are like more, they're taken more seriously than men's opinions ever are, dude. So fuck out of here. On social media, however, I am often surprised to find other people with the same views. Echo chambers. Yuiko Fujita, a media and gender studies professor at Meiji University, says social media has become a way for women, in particular, to discuss political and societal issues with less fear, often anonymously. Other birth rate related show hashtags railing against mothers being single operator child care services or lamenting rejecting nursery applications have also gone viral. But the outpouring has limited impact outside of the echo chambers online, warned Fujita. Unfortunately, not many of these voices make it beyond the community of women to reach the political arena. Experts believe that the declining birth rate is a complex problem with numerous roots. Oh, is it really that complex, bro, buddy boyo? It's not that complex, bro. It's not that complex, bro. It really isn't that complex. Like, it's not that hard to raise your birth rate. All you have to do is like make the women not work anymore and make them need their men at that point. But instead, we keep coping with other shit like, well, women need to be given this, and give them all this shit, and that'll increase the birth rate. Like you've already done that, and it hasn't worked. So why would you assume that giving them more shit would work? How about you do the exact opposite? But we'll never do that. So just 2.4% of births in Japan are outside of marriage, the lowest among the OECD group of 38 countries, a figure often attributed to conservative norms and financial structures that favor families. Some point to economics, arguing the country's long stagnant growth discourages couples from having babies. Policy changes such as expanding daycare provisions can help boost birth rates, but the increase is often temporary, said Takumi Fujinami, the Japan Research Institute. As well as equality when it comes to household chores, he said. Long-term economic stability and rising incomes are key. Yeah, there you go. That's the article. Fuck me, bro. Well, there you go again. Another example of a woman calls an issue and men have to fix it, right? Let me open the chat up real quick. People want to come in here and join and talk. We'll let people jump here and join and talk. Why not? Here you go. Here's some fucking here's a link in the message. Otherwise, I'll end the stream pretty soon. Holy shit, dude. It's over for the land of the rising sun cells, dude. Here's what Jack said on Discord. The article and even the comments are opinions that Japan's rigid gender roles are ruining the birth rate, which doesn't make sense if Europe and Canada are in the exact same boat. I.e., the nation isn't feminist enough. Otherwise, women would have babies. And then I said, there's always the same complaint that gets made in every single one of these articles, which is effectively men aren't doing enough. Also, do these people really expect me to believe that the average 20 to 35 something woman can cook, clean, and do household duties? Nah, that's just bullshit, bro. It's fucking absurd. Can't join today. Gotta work, rip. Oh man, you gotta work today. Fuck me, dude. At this point, anime characters have more kids than Japanese people. That they draw more kids than they breed. Ooh. Mystery, which PUA MGTOW courses have you purchased? Not a single one, buddy boyo. In fact, I need to look up these videos you claim exist about Mr. fucking Lucario and the other guy you always talk about. What's that guy's name is? I don't know. I gotta look up these videos you talk about. Oh, what's that shit called again? Let me look at Mr. Lucario. You said he like talking about people cucking people and shit. Let me put the music back in a few. There we go. Mr. Lucario. Mr. Lucario.
Everybody has
this dude. Mr. Lucario, badboymembership.com. Should I watch his videos, bro? I don't know. Can I do this? Oh my god, bro. I've only ever had one woman I dated cook anything past mac and cheese. They can't even clean their own room. That's true. Yeah. Mr. Lucario and Ron Wills are doing a collab event. What the fuck? Ah, bro. Makes sense when Japan makes most of the video game consoles and also why anime is so popular. Japan says they're coping with bad situations with those things. It's true. And the cars. Lucario will give you brain cancer. Don't do it, man. What's up, VVS boy? I haven't seen you in a while. I have to watch Mr. Lucario's videos, dude. Let me see if I can find this guy. Let's watch a video real quick.
Yo, what's
Watch a video real quick on Mr. Lucario. I don't think I've ever watched this guy before, actually. Okay, let's cut this motherfucker on. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario, the bad boy of the dating game. What?
Oh my! Is this his wife? Is this his wife? I mean, is this his wife? I mean, in dead serious, is this man's wife? Oh man. Who the fuck is Slut Maxer? What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Liposuction Biggie Smalls. Roasty Latina.
Us good. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why women don't submit to nice guys.
Like, is this dude covering stuff from like 2016? Like, you serious, bro? Oh man, I get it. You know, we repeat his shit here too as well. But my God, bro, like, it's just like weird. You know, like the old nice guys argument. I was gonna let you in, buddy, but you didn't want to come. So, video is kind of loud. I don't know, dude.
Right, and it's really simple, right? And what you got to understand is that we first have to look at the word submission, and we break it down: sub, under, mission, under a mission, right? And nice guys don't have a mission. They don't have a, direction of where they're going. They don't have a structure. They don't have.
Here we go. What's up, Woody? Oh my God. Let's see. Hold on. Mr. Lucario looks like a burnt Pillsbury Doughboy. This is like 2008 content. Laughing my ass. True, man. What the fuck is this shit, bro? Mr. Lucario looks like a burnt chocolate chip cookie. La creature. Yeah, she does look kind of like a creature, bro. What the fuck, dude? Chick's too. My man, dark. Looking like a burnt steak.
A plan. They don't have a program. Because a nice guy, all he's doing is he's trying to figure out what a woman wants, and then he's trying to be that for her. Right? So if you're that type of guy, then women can't submit to you. It's damn near impossible because you're not showing any leadership skills. You're not showing that you're a man who has focus and direction, right? Because you're kissing her ass. You're doing what she wants to do. You're being who you think she wants you to be. And then therefore she's not going to really be able to submit to you. She's not going to be able to follow your lead because you are not leading.
I can't do it, bro. I can't. I get the fuck out of here, bro. It's not like I have anything more to say because, like, whatever, dude. Like, Mr. Lucario team, he's such a he's like a relic from an old time, bro. Like, I can't remember. Can't believe it, man. How can a guy that lets other men fuck his girl tell you what a man is? Yeah, that's true shit. Even if he has 30 people or something signing up for his personal coaching course, he can make $1 million a year. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me, bro. The grift is real. Bro, that the cope Lucario is so pure. It's truly that 99.9999% purity cope. Yeah, dude. He charges $3K a month for his personal coaching. Oh my fuck. Oh man, you need to give me a monthly payment of $1,000, dog. Oh, bro. Mr. Lucario is permanently in stealth mode. He looks like one of those characters that you haven't unlocked in a fighting game, right? Like, you know, you about to play a Street Fighter, right? You haven't unlocked all the characters yet, so you gotta like keep playing the game. My man is the dark. Bro still thinks it's 2005. Yeah, dude. Mr. fucking Lucario, bro. Oh my god. Like, I gotta watch the a real motherfucker in this place, dog. Fucking Mister what's that guy's name? Fucking Ron Wills, bro. We gotta watch him again. He has some of the best fucking content, bro. And when I say content, it's so funny. Let me look at Ron Wills real quick, bro. Ron Wills. The music is so bad, buddy.
What's up,
My man in the fucking car, bro.
What's up, y'all?
It's not too many young people in the sexual shadow role. What? The fuck you talking about, bro? I gotta find one of those videos where he's walking the stair. There it is. There's the video. All right, we gotta watch the video. There we go. Woody Johnson's back again. What's up, Woody? You back?
Bro, could you hear me now?
Yeah. What's up, dude?
All right. No, I was just having fucking connections issues before. Some shit. I had my headphones jacked, and I'm like, "Hello, testicles 1, 2, testicles 1." But I guess you couldn't hear me
wasn't coming through, dude. I didn't hear shit.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, the thing is, most of the Black Book community talked about demographics issue and solutions for all this a while ago. But I don't know. There is also, I guess, a bigger problem with the Black Book community that everybody I guess doesn't really want a looks match or maybe a point below her. That everybody kind of wants to go for the top tier female. It has to be a European Stacy or nothing else.
Well, that definitely appears to me to be I don't know how true that problem is, but I would definitely say that a lot of the white cells definitely want their stay within their own race, which is fine. Because like most people will date within their own race to begin with, so nothing really wrong with that.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's not, but everybody, almost everybody seems to want that because nobody wants to hormax, right? I mean, I've discussed this with a few fellas before, and they're just not content. They want that lust, that that female desirability. And they seems to be not settling for anything less. Maybe it's the combing energy. When it goes away. I guess that's just one of the problems that I see also with the Black Book community. I mean, it taught me a lot. There's a lot of good things that you learn, a lot of wisdom you get.
So what you're trying to say is that these men won't settle for less, or what?
Either their looks match or somebody maybe a point or two lower. And you know how a lot of the people even in the community are normie tier, but they would say that that it's over. Even by the population estimate. I mean, majority of the time, even as a small community that Black Pill is, most of the guys, I don't think they're really that subhuman. You know what I'm I guess kind of making a picture of.
Yeah, I've made that argument before, but this idea, I don't know, like, we have this like community of like men who, I mean, like when you start seeing rates of like 60% of like young men are just not being just not in relationships at all. It doesn't necessarily mean they're incel per se, like you're not getting any sex, but when a large portion of those men aren't even looking for anything at all, there's something wrong with the system, right?
Right, but that's mostly a Western. I mean, it's mostly a thing or a factor in the West. It's definitely a lot. Everybody knows about the South Americas, and then I guess it's a bit easier finding a mate or a partner. The government is not fully out against you. You can you can prostitute max if you want. That's still practiced by everybody still, not only there's the foreigners, but I think it is a very strong Western problem that most of the people from the West, they collaborate, they get together in discords and just dwelling on Chads and Stacy's.
Yeah, so I guess so at the crux of your argument here that like basically, so you think the average incel was like punching way above his weight class or something, or what?
Yes, I think, and then it's similar to a female issue that they want to only settle down until it's too late for them. I mean, they all, but there's not the women don't really have many losses. even when they get older, they'll find somebody who would pay $1 for them. Right? We've seen examples of that throughout. The mountains of evidence on that.
Yeah, but
But for,
there's even some, at least there's one study that was done by I forgot what the guy's name was. We covered the video and it was the one that the video that what's that guy's name Avanta Blackpill did. He definitely covered in that video. There was a part where they talked about how the whether or not the incels had standards that were above average, and it ended up being not really true. Like incels are actually looking for somebody either on their looks level or lower than that. I think that the main problem is that the problem is on the female side, not the male side. I think that men are extremely reasonable. Men
no,
end
they
up.
are.
What's that?
I think they are too. But I mean, but in the West, most of the females are going for the highest tier of male that they can get. So
Yeah.
it would be in a way that you would have to geomax. Now that is brought up as a solution, but many guys, especially in the black pill, are not really going for that.
For geomaxing?
For geomaxing, yeah.
I would say like most men are going for geomaxing, even if they could, because like the reality is that it's not as easy as people make it out to be. Like you still have to plan for it. You still have to like take time off of work if you still have a job or not, and then you still have to like be able to like go over to a foreign country and be able to navigate that environment pretty well in order to find a woman over there. It's not as easy as just like going over there and just making it happen. Like there's a lot of planning that's involved.
No, I agree. So then it goes down to because I would say that you do have the ability to money max, especially in the West.
Hello,
I
can
know
y'all hear me?
it just becomes 10 or 12 times, 10 or 15 times harder than to acquiring as much wealth as you can. So that is one of the solutions. But still, it's I guess it's not really talked about in a way, because I guess it seems to me that they're what they really want to go after. It's the validation. It's that the genuine desire. For example, like, okay, let's say for example, I do have a girlfriend right now, right? Okay, I'm happy with that. But let's say I have that burning desire for I don't know, one of the I'm thinking of a Hollywood, I don't know, Jennifer Connelly, back in the days. Let's say if I have a burning desire for that, but I'll still be content with that, right? Still be content with somebody else, but if I choose, then I'll just I guess think of going after the Stacy all my life instead of being content with whatever I can get. I guess I don't know if I'm making kind of sense with that or not.
Well, yeah, but the problem is that it depends on like it also depends on like the because like the thing is that not every incel is like, as you said, a subhuman. So like if you're a regular looking guy and you have to settle for a literal land whale and that's the best you can get, I would just say you're better off not getting anything at all. Like why should you have to settle for something that's not even at your level?
Right. I mean, yeah, if it's that bad, then I wouldn't go for that either.
Yeah, but that's like some men's options, right? Like if you're like short or even if you're like regular height, sometimes like I'm not saying you can't get anything at all, but like it's definitely getting harder out there for. I mean, like I said, when you're seeing rates of like a 60%, I wouldn't like say you can't call them all incels, I guess, but you can definitely say like when you have some men out there who aren't even trying anymore in the market, who are in the prime age bracket of like typically where they date at 18 through 29. Once again, there's something wrong with the system, and in my opinion, the thing wrong with the system is the women. The women's standards are just too high. I mean, are there some incels who have unrealistic standards? Of course there are, but like this idea that it's like the overwhelming majority of them are just like waiting for Stacy while they're like a sub 5 or a sub 4 is like really weird to me. I wouldn't even assume that.
But okay, so right now, okay, so let's when it comes to solutions, there is geomaxing, right? And is there any other solution, especially if somebody's in the West?
Hello, can I be heard?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi guys. There's really no solutions. There's just alternatives. I would say, like you said, geomaxing is one thing, but geomaxing, it does take a lot. And it takes a lot of money, and also you get alienated from your culture. I would say also escort maxing. I think that escort maxing is an alternative, but
it's
not in the
expensive in
United
US.
States. What you say, Woody?
It's expensive in US.
Yes, it's not and it's not only expensive. It's expensive, but also the service is terrible. The
Yeah.
service is terrible. The quality of women is terrible. You got fat women here nowadays charging guys $250. Guys are out there paying that. I believe that OnlyFans has destroyed that market, but those are the only two options that men have here. You either A, Geomax, or B, Escort Max. Let's say that you do ascend. Let's say that Mystery and Woody, both of you guys ascend here in the States. Let's say that you get a decent looking girl. Let's say she's a 6.5 or a 7. Even when you get into that relationship, it's just beginning. So I know you guys were talking about Ron Wills earlier. There's a video that Ron Wills just put out saying that you have to pretty much game your wife and stuff like that. It takes a different.
He wasn't the first one to say that. That was
Rolo.
Tomasi at some point. Yeah, he said that.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got to game the judge.
Like if you gotta game your wife in the States, you gotta do that type of stuff. So it's like, I got a question for you guys. Would you guys even want to ascend here in the States?
No. Oh, that's another thing.
Yeah.
The
thing is that do you even want to bother to even like do anything in the States? Because like that's the problem with any, like, as Woody was probably going to say, is that the court system's against you, the child support system's against you, everything's against you in the States anyway. If you want to actually want to have a productive marriage or anything like that, or even want to have kids in the States, you're still kind of fucked. So
unless there's always a chance, right? There's always a chance. So unless there's I don't know, a rich family, I guess a girl that comes from a richer family or wealthy, well off, in any way, only then I would choose to I guess be married. Other than that, I'm not marrying anybody or having kids with anybody in the West. But I'm from Middle East, so I do have way better options. I have my status as I am now. My status is through the roof when it comes to my choosing, at least. But I know it's in the West. It's pretty bad.
what's up, Truth Pill?
Hey, what's going on, Mystery? What's going on, Woody
Truth
Johnson? Hey, dude, I kind of came on here because I kind of gotta disagree with what you said, Woody Johnson. Respectfully, though.
Yeah, no problem.
With the whole nobody wants to like horror max or whatever. So I've seen it. So there's a divide. I've seen older guys like me. I'm 39. Been married, have a kid, all that stuff. Guys like me, we don't really want to be in a relationship in any form. We don't, no cohabitation. That's where the MGTOW, the hammerhand. I completely understand that no cohabitation, no wife, no, they like Hammerhand's already had a couple kids, he's already been married, he's already experienced all that, and all the other guys. I'm not saying that they're right. I'm just saying that, better bachelor. I can see where they're coming from because they've experienced that to an extent, So like for me, I just don't. I want zero to do with a relationship. I want to throw down some $100 bills and say, hey, give me sex. That's really all I want from a woman. I can cook, I can clean, I have my own house, I do my own laundry.
So I asked that question. And even I think even what ITV, even he stated that he was a bit angrily, but he's he did state that out, that okay, we don't want that. All he was talking about, I guess all the passport bros. Oh, you should Geomax, you should Hormax or whatever. But he say, did you guys ever think that we don't want that? And I'm not saying that he's speaking for all of the community, but even few discussions with other guys, they're not content with that. That's the problem.
Let me explain. So there's a divide. The younger cats in this community, the younger guys, I've noticed, really want that relationship, really want that marriage. Some of them are even going to school and getting college degrees, and they're like, I'm gonna find the one. And they go on panels and people will kind of like troll them or give them a hard time, be like, you're not gonna find the one, there's no good women or whatever, and give them a hard time. But like the younger guys, they want that family, that relationship, and whatever. And it could be because they just haven't experienced it and they just don't really understand what it really is. It's not whatever they're thinking in their head, which could be a fairy tale depending on different
Wait,
guys'
hold on,
fantasy.
hold on. We gotta like take a break here real quick because we're saying that these young guys effectively don't have the like, yeah, sure, they don't know what they're missing, but at the same time, they also don't know what they're missing, right? Like, they don't know like the consequences, nor do they know the benefits of having a relationship either. Like,
Correct.
to some extent, like these guys have never once been validated by females their whole fucking lives, and to not have that validation once your whole life, it'll just fuck with you mentally your whole life. Like, you've
Correct.
never been
Yep.
correct. You never had a woman desire you sexually or even see you as a man. Like that's for men. That's like any man will tell you that this is like that's part of being a man to some extent. Like being validated by women is some part of being a man, whether we like it or not. It's just something you can't fucking like. You can't get that out of your mind. Like it's kind of like being a 30-year-old virgin, right? You don't know what sex is like. It's gonna like drive you insane because like that's why this issue is so it's kind of heartbreaking to some extent because these guys really don't know. One thing you don't know what you're missing, but you also really don't know what you're missing, right? Like, cause like you're
Can I
yeah.
can I answer? So for guys that can I would say find better copes if that's something that you missed on, right? Because just like everything, not everybody can be rich, not everybody can win the genetic lottery, right? So all you could do at the end is find that better cope and maybe try to escape that mental prison. Try to I don't know, find distractions
Yeah,
or
but
whichever way.
I feel really really shitty telling men to do something that I never had to do. It didn't used to be this hard, and I know like times change and it is what it is, and that's simply it literally is what it is. But this idea that like, oh yeah, buddy boy, just ignore your biological imperative, buddy boy, and ignore your raging desires and your heart of hearts, like it's like really it's mean to tell somebody that. Like I get it, like they're being unrealistic, but at the same time though, they're also young men. Like they're supposed to be a little bit
But don't you think
unrealistic and stupid, right? Like
But don't you think it's better to focus on the solutions and instead of I guess going after something?
yeah, but your solution doesn't fix their problem. Like your solution is simply saying
It
find
it
another cope and figure it out, buddy. Like find
well
another cope
it
and
doesn't.
fuck hookers and
Right.
make you feel better. Like it doesn't actually solve the
Right, but
problem though.
right, but that's the thing. It's up to that individual to decide how they want to proceed. Black pills, you're supposed to get the knowledge and then navigate accordingly, right? And in the end, we can't help everybody, but that's one thing that somebody could do.
Do you guys mind if I interject?
Go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I agree with Woody Johnson's point to an extent, but it only applies to guys like me that I want zero to do with a relationship. Been there, done that. I have no, we don't need to go over it. Everybody in this community knows what a relationship now in the modern day is. All I want is a sex. But I do understand, like what you were saying, Mystery, that some guys, they don't know what it is. They've never experienced it. They've never gone to Disneyland. So they always have that fantasy of I want to go to Disneyland and see it for myself, even though, they talk to other guys and they're like, it's not that great, but they want to, feel it, touch it, smell it, taste it.
Yeah,
because
because how do you know if something isn't great if you haven't actually done it yet? Like to some extent, like I get it. Other people, like obviously you don't have to know a stove is hot to know like it's hot, but at the same time, there's certain experiences that like they're so human at a human level. You just want to experience them to some extent, right? Like people want to experience pleasure, and sexuality is one of the greatest pleasures that a human being, at least on this planet, generally can achieve. And if we don't even have that, like you're kind of like screwy, right? It can really fuck with your brain, obviously, like I said earlier. So.
Yeah, I mean, it must, because, it's part of the human experience, like you said. You said it perfectly. And if you don't, like, if you go through life without that, God, I don't know that was the life. And I don't mean to be mean. I really don't say this to be mean, but was it a life worth living, I don't know,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think a lot of us can really understand, or a lot of us can't relate. Like I'm 33, so I had a chance. Like in the beginning of the internet, I was able to like kind of take advantage, and that was how I was able to get a few conquests. But right now, it's so dry out here. Kind of what Mystery was saying. the only options that you do have is, BBW. I'm talking Lizzo size. And if that's the only options that you have, it's like you better off being single. So it's hard for me to really understand. And I agree with Truth Pill a little bit. I'm at a point right now where I'm done with females. It's only a physical thing. I have needs. I pretty much give them a bill and use them for what I need them for, and that's it. But I can understand there's guys that still, they got that Disney programming because they never been to Disney World and they need. But the truth is, it's nothing. When you get there, it's nothing. But I can't really tell them anything.
But you can't change, and you have to work with the cards that you're dealt with. So if it's truly over, then maybe I guess try geomaxing, because I know most of the guys, it's over. Maybe for some it is, but I'm pretty sure they could still get something out there.
Yes. I hate to change the subject. You probably talked about this earlier though, Mystery. I'm not sure. But did you see the FBI now is looking for individuals that use like red pill terminology and stuff?
I saw it. I read it. Yeah.
What do y'all think about that? Sound like waste of resources, right?
It always is. They gotta make up new charges or new activities to feed the system.
Well, it's kind of like what I've been kind of harping on. I think this whole issue starts with the corporations who hire the puppets to make the laws and the rule, and it's ultimately they don't hate us men. It's just that they really need us to be good slaves, and there's nothing better than indentured servant. And the way you get him to be an indentured servant is through women and children. So pretty much, children are property of the state, and that's a legal term. So when you have a kid, yeah, they're genetically yours, but they're property of the state. This is why you have the Department of Children and Family. If they're going to school, they miss 10 days. They're required by law to report that to the Department of Children and Family. There's a lot of things, a lot of legalities that people don't understand when it comes to children. But it's ultimately to kind of make the man legally, he has to go to work. And that's another thing young guys don't understand, that you can't, like, for example, you were working 5 years at a job, you got tired, you want a break. You saved up money, you saved up 10,000, who knows? You're going to take a 6-month break because you can. You're single, you don't have kids, you're not married. Well, when you get married, you don't have that option. You have to work until your kid, at least legally, until your kid turns 18. You can't take time off and, to say, hey, I'm not going to pay child support. Will I take time off and just, take care of myself and mentally and all that? There's none of that. You're going to be working very hard. It's the same reason why they hire foreigners on those visas. They get locked in at a company at a lower rate than everybody else. And especially when it comes to like engineering and stuff, I've seen a lot of people from India. They'll get locked in for 5-7 years. They can't leave or they'll lose their visa status. So they'll be working at a company for a lot lower wage, the shitty hours, and they can't quit and go find another employment. They just have to take it. So
I saw. Go ahead. Go finish up with your point, then I'll say something regarding that.
That's what I was gonna say about that, and I was gonna mention to like what over before you were born. Dude, I don't know. I wish I could like take my experience and my knowledge of how I want to convey to the younger guys that never been in a relationship. You're really not missing anything with the word love. Love, sex, you're missing
Right.
out on. I agree, but with the word love, there is no such thing as a word love, and I know it's hard to convey to you guys, but there's no love in a
If you
relationship.
can
It's
get
all
decent
conditional.
sex, I'm gonna be honest with you, Truth Pill, and it's gonna sound like a cope. A lot of people are gonna be like, "This is cope," but you can get decent sex if you can get. I guess it depends on where you are on the looks threshold. But if you improve your body, if you got a decent body, and you pay an escort, you can get some good ass service for the low.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, I get certain. So I have a friend with benefits, and I pay her anywhere like between $300 to $500 in cash a week. I also help her with, yeah, I also help her with anything she needs. So I helped her find a job. I'm teaching her. She's a data analyst. She wasn't before. So I do her job for her. Sometime I answer emails, and yes, you're gonna say that's simping, and you are 100%,
Simp!
100, yeah, 110%
Gimp!
correct.
You gimp, you truth
Super,
mill.
super simp, dude. Giga simper.
Super Saiyan simping.
Exactly. Super simping to the levels of
Holy
who
shit.
who knows what, but dude, I never got so when I was younger, I would get like average looking girls like Becky's, but now that I'm a super simp, um, I I got a hot Ukrainian blonde, and dude, she wouldn't be into me unless I simped out the way I did. But I would never have those experiences if I didn't simp out the way I did. Like I've asked girls like, "What am I?" They say I'm like a 5 or a 6, so I'm just like an average dude. But I have to do this in order to get sex. It's either do this. And one thing with me, I don't know, everybody's different, but dude, if I don't get sex like within a month, I start like having really bad thoughts.
Yeah, I
Like
gotta
want
have
to,
sex often. Yeah, I can't go like months without sex myself.
dude, I can't do it. I start getting like I don't even want to say it on the stream, but just, you guys get the picture. I start having very bad thoughts, and as soon as I get that sex, man, it's like it's a whole new world. And the reason that I don't like going to an escort, I rather like a friends with benefits because, um, like I like eating pussy, I like eating ass, and I don't know that those.
Ew!
I
In the
don't. Yeah,
groceries.
that's
You
for.
eat the groceries?
Oh yeah, I eat it all, dude.
I'm ready.
All
Hey,
tongue punch it and everything.
at least you keeping it real, man. I got to give you points for that, man.
Yeah.
For keeping it real. Yeah, with escorts, you can't do. Yeah, you really can't do all that. I would say I would be interested in like a sugar baby if it wasn't so expensive. Here in the West, it's just much too expensive to acquire a sugar baby. And then it's hard to get a sugar baby to do everything that you want her to do.
It
She's
is, but
pretty much gonna
friend,
be my
that's
sex slave.
yeah, it is, and that's why you got to get a friends with benefits because it's a lot easier to get her to do what you want than an escort. And you don't have to worry about like STDs and stuff. And somebody in the chat said, "How much of my wage does that take?" Dude, it takes a
Paying her to
large
eat her
amount.
pussy, bro. The fuck?
Dude,
I
dude,
wouldn't
Wage
do it.
cake.
it takes a huge percentage of my wage, like huge. The only reason I can do it is because one, I make 6 figures. Two, my house is paid off. My car is paid off.
Oh shit.
So like my
At least you
expenses
ain't
are.
paying what Oreo Man is paying, man. Oreo Man was talking about paying thousands of dollars, taking the broad to roof, Chris, and then he made luck into the pussy. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I probably should stop listening to his videos, but man, this is what this cat said. He was like, it was a
Over.
chick at Taco Bell I was looking to get with. If I gave her $1,000, maybe I would be able to smash. I'm like, what the hell? My bad.
Hey, is my mic working?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Oh, hey. Hey, what's up, Mystery? Long time listener, first time caller.
First time caller.
Just want to say with the whole escort selling thing, that's probably the only real option men are gonna have now. That or geomaxing. If you're sub 8, you're just kind of fucked. I mean, it is what it is. And it's pretty expensive, especially
Wow,
if you're
you
in a
said
major
sub
city.
8?
Like,
You said sub
yeah,
8 now? So if you're a 6.5 and
I
you would
said,
do
yeah, sub 8. I'm a 6,
wow.
and yeah, it's a problem out here, man. I'm 29, so I think it affects more like Gen Z. It's probably worse with them. I'm kind of a millennial, but yeah, it's fucked. You know, I
Hey, did
mean,
you
what
see?
I can't say anything that's already been said a million times, but
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
You
Did you
also
see
lose that
Chad?
factor.
My bad.
You
Did you
all,
see Chad go ER?
You mean the one in
I
Kentucky
mean, it wouldn't surprise
again?
me.
Yeah, Louisville.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that guy.
I don't think that
oh,
guy was a Chad. He was like maybe a high tier normie in looks, but I mean,
Almost
I
there.
wouldn't
Yeah, he
surprise
wasn't
it.
a
I mean,
Chad.
men are freaking the fuck out. They're freaking the fuck out. They're losing their
Yeah, he
shit.
lost his
I
job
mean,
too. Yeah, so I mean, that's a double whammy there.
so,
unprecedented times. You know.
so Mystery made a good point one time to me, and I kind of remember that because of it. He mentioned that okay, most of the guys, because of that unlimited cooming energy, rate most of the chicks, 6 or 7, but most of the average chicks, they get a couple points because of that. Yeah, and I don't know about guys what the rating system is or whatever, because I just I don't know. I guess it's me, but with the chicks, I see a lot of guys they rate them way higher than they're supposed to be.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think men overrate the a living fuck out of women, in my opinion. We overrate
Yeah,
the fuck out of women. Doesn't make
right.
any sense how much we overweight women, really.
We should do with makeup and without makeup ratings.
Nah, it should just be straight up without makeup, in my opinion. With makeup
Yeah,
is bullshit. I mean, at the end of the day, it's bullshit.
Yeah, because the makeup, yeah, without makeup, because the makeup brings them up 3 notches. I don't know if you guys see these before and after pictures, but man, these women should be sued. You should be able to get a grave charge against them when you see how they really look.
Yeah,
right.
look like fucking gremlins.
MGTOW chats, MD. He said cosmetic vampires.
Yeah, that's a
So
good way to put it.
Yeah, but I guess going back to the demographic problem, even so, I guess I was debating somebody on that, and maybe I didn't debate that properly because according to the UN charts and even the birth rates in US right now, they're parallel. They're not on the decline. I mean, overall it is than what it was before, but right now the birth rates, especially after uh, the beer bug, they
Well,
seems to be going
you mean
on a
do you
plateau
mean like
level.
the population is growing, or you mean the actual real birth rate? Because if you look at a population
I
pyramid,
think
yeah,
that you
it'll probably say like,
right.
yeah, the population is growing, but that's mostly due to immigration and less to do with the natural birth rate of the Native American or natural Americans here.
Okay, I guess I didn't think of that point at that time, but I kind of lost the debate because of that. Because I mean, you go through content. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so I don't have links saved on this, right? I
Yeah, I
would
don't
just
have it on either,
hear
so I'm
other people.
just guessing here.
Right, right.
For
Yeah,
all I know,
but
you could be right, honestly. So yeah.
well, it was a UN chart. Their prediction on the future and what the demographics are. But I mean, you just pulled up an article on Japan. So they have the highest number of what 51-year-old females with no kids,
Yeah,
and that's
55 or
that's
50-year-old. Yeah.
further brutal, right? Because it's usually men that are childless or on a higher rate, but Japan is on the next level.
Yeah, all this stuff is gonna have like a huge effect on the next generation. Obviously, because the less people that have kids in one generation means the less kids in the next generation, and that's just that's gonna affect the next generation. And it's like a huge like train crash effectively, where like a one train crashes, the next train crashes, the next one crashes, and all of a sudden you have a whole there's a huge fucking mess, right? And like our entire system basically runs off the idea of like growth, right? So you need to have growth to keep a system like like social security or a Medicare running. You need more young people than you need old people to keep the systems in check. The problem is that we're going to run out of young, not run out effectively, but we're going to have less young people for every single old person we have. So who's gonna pay for us when we reach retirement age? Which is going to be nobody. So it's a huge
So
problem that nobody
according to
really
Peter
seems to talk
Zehan,
about.
right, right. I mean, it's never women's fault, to begin with. Uh, so according to Peter Zehan, another channel that I listen to on geopolitics, worldwide it's on a decline. Especially from what it was. Maybe the numbers have changed after the beer bug, but that seems to be a trend, but I mean, it's not really a wide talked about topic. At least in the black pill, it was known before. Maybe some, I guess, red pill content creators that talked about this, but it's not a I guess a mainstream media issue yet.
That's because no one wants to talk about it, because the problem would be like you have to actually talk about human interactions and talk about men and women, and really the real a bottleneck when it comes to a reproduction is women, not men. You can have a one man, he can impregnate thousands of women, but a bunch of if you lose too many women, you just don't have enough kids being born. And because women are the main bottleneck, you have to talk about women's actions and behaviors, and no one wants to have that conversation. It's too scary to have that conversation, because then we actually have to attack women and talk about, okay, well, what were you doing when you were 23
Right.
years old, and why didn't you have kids when you were 23 years old? What's going on? you have to have that conversation now, and no one wants to have that conversation. At least not in the mainstream anyway.
I think most
Hey,
of the mainstream, Go ahead.
I just wanted to say real quick, hey, Mystery, thank you for having me on. I'm a bounce off. I got to go do some stuff. Nice talking to you, Woody Johnson, over before you were
Eat some
born,
ass.
and Goop Boy and stuff. I sent you a cash app, Mystery, but thanks for having me on. I'll
All right,
talk
man,
to you
thanks for coming
later.
on, my dude.
Have a good
Take
night.
it easy,
All right,
buddy.
see ya.
Good night. Yeah, I think most people are aware of this issue,
Mystery.
but nobody's willing to talk about it.
What's up, Goob?
Oh, hey, I just wanted to ask a quick question. What do you think about Ted Kaczynski's theory of industrial society was a consequence for humans in the future and all that? Because, like, I'm not co-signing what he did, but as a theory, he pretty much hit the nail on the head, like with the whole
his whole theory about
demographics and the whole issue with women and the loneliness and all that.
His whole theory on the power process was really good, as well as his I love one of my favorite lines he had in his whole manifesto was talking about how conservatives. He talked about a liberals and a leftist a lot, but one line he had about conservatives was that conservatives basically they expected to have all this new technology, but didn't expect it to change society, which is absolutely fucking absurd. Obviously, if you change the technology people are using and change if you have a car, it's going to change the way people move stuff around, or the way people move. If you have a cell phone, it's going to change the way people interact with the world. So like, why would you expect these new technologies to not affect the way your society behaves? So like all this crying about traditionalism, like conservatives are no better at maintaining a trad society than liberals are. They're really no better at it. So that's one of my favorite lines of his book, or of his a manifesto rather. But yeah, I think he was right.
I mean, conservatives don't really conserve anything. They just they maintain a status quo, and then the liberals kind of direction, and then things kind of get worse under them. But then when the conservatives are around, it's just, we're going to maintain the status quo. We're going to be comfortable. Like, there's no actual change, like, I know it's kind of a meme, but it's, there's no political solution. Like, it's just fucked. The whole thing is just fucked,
Right.
Yeah, but if you actually listen to his whole manifesto, he actually has a lot of good points. So yeah, I would agree with him.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's very, very easy to listen to. But it was a bit dark. I mean, he is correct. Journalists still, few of the journalists still send him letters till this day.
Yeah, I think people do. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But it's unstoppable. Although his synopsis on it was correct, but it's really unstoppable. We can't control this, nor can we do anything about it. And just the way things are, it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, shit definitely ain't gonna get better anytime soon. But yeah, so Woody Johnson earlier, I want to go back to the topic we were talking about earlier about we were debating the incels and how their standards might be, or the Black pill community might be too high. I think there are like the main problem I have with the whole concept of like standards being too high. I guess you could argue that your standards are too high. Like if you look at a bell curve, if the average woman is 170 pounds at 5'4", well that is your average woman now, right? So like if your standards are less than the average woman, then or higher than the average woman, your standards might be too high. If that makes any sense, right? Like if the technically speaking, they all should be at a standard BMI, but they're fucking not. So like this is another huge part of the market as well, where if a woman is skinny now, she automatically becomes a 7 because so many women are fat now. So it's a huge issue. Like some of these guys who are like standard weight or a regular weight might actually be like, I don't know, like it might just be a matter of like a circumstance, really. It might have a less to do with them and more to do with just the market in general, right? Like they might be
the market.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the market, I agree that the average now it shouldn't be tolerated, right? So I wasn't going off of this average because even let's say the main content creators, they usually showcase Northern European, top tier Stacy, right? And most of the discussions are around that archetype of a female. Now, the point of the reason why I brought geo maxing was because you can find somebody decent if that's what you choose to, and even the least you could have is fulfillment on the sexual aspect, right? But I guess it doesn't seem to be one of the main talking points, especially in the black pill. And even okay, so what's the end goal of this? That okay, if you do end up in a relationship, you find somebody serious, you get married or have kids. Now I've heard horrible stories, right? I never went through the divorce grape system, but I've heard horrible stories of grown men crying, and their passports are taken away because they have to pay child support or alimony. Now, I can't think of a worse position to be in than being divorce raped and paying for somebody else. If it was your ex-wife, she could do whatever. But I don't, in a way, if I have to choose, right, I'd rather choose to be a volunteer and celibate than go through a divorce rape system and pay for kids that I cannot see, or pay for a house and a wife that that has a boyfriend over frequently,
Or
which would
how
impact
about
your
how
kids.
about being in a relationship with that wife and not getting any snuggles? Because
Yep, exactly.
there's actually a lot of guys that's married and they go years without getting it. Maybe they get it
Right,
once on Valentine's Day because they had to spend an arm and a leg for their wife, and they can't do anything about it because they know if they get divorced, and like you said, if they get divorced, and usually they get divorce graved. Um, so it's really not sunnier on the other side. And then like where
right.
I am, I always hear about guys that they fall in love with these women and they get divorced, and next thing you know, they either get deleted or they're deleting the family.
Right, right. Exactly. So which looks like a better option, even if that was the case, and even if you choose to get that validation or get into a marriage situation with another female, I can't imagine doing that to myself willfully, and I don't think anybody has excuse for these days for not understanding the environment, not understanding the law of the land, and if they still choose to be volunteers, they cannot be victims afterwards. But that's the end goal that I kind of come from. That okay, what is that even if you do get that white picket fence, that American dream situation, that do you really want to put yourself in the situation that there's a chance, there's a slight chance of you royally getting fucked by the system, and not being able to see your kids, because
Well,
if I have kids, I want 100% custody.
yeah,
And
go ahead.
well, I mean, that's all I was gonna say. And I would not voluntarily go into a situation such as this, even if it was like the skies break apart and there's a fucking goddess that lands over here.
But
I'm still not getting into that
but let's say
situation
you
such
see
as
the
that one.
right woman, Woody. Let's say that you meet the right woman.
There is no right woman.
Would you? Well, yeah, there isn't any. But let's say that you found that.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, a female that you were
Oh, sorry.
After the question,
Hello.
go ahead. Yeah, I can. We can hear you.
yeah,
Um,
just yeah, you
right.
could go.
So
Hey,
I just
I'm
answered.
roboting pretty bad on my end, but I don't know if the stream can hear me. But just look at the whole Gabby Petito situation that happened. Like that dude got a girl that was above him in looks, and I think he ended up killing her, and some crazy shit went down. So I mean, I don't think there's really any winning, really, if you're a man. And I know that's like a real doomer kind of viewpoint of things, but it kind of is what it is kind of scenario. Like, I mean, they were clowning him, like they were called bald, you were bald,
Oh yeah, bald
bald,
said.
weird, everything, like all that. So, I mean, like you really got to ask yourself, even if you're someone that's never really been in a relationship, if that's something that's really like worth it, like if the juice is worth the squeeze kind of thing.
Yeah,
Because I
and
feel
then
like people really just really want someone to like do stuff with, or travel with this girl, or go to the movies with this girl, or do stuff. But it's like even these dudes, a lot of them are getting fucked in the end, and they're dealing with trauma that wasn't there before. So I mean, do you really want a relationship in the current era?
you're
Right.
going to be cynical anyway. Let's say, for example, I mean, you're going to be cynical because you know female nature, you know woman nature, you know that like dick for women is like fucking ordering a pizza. You know that if she has a social media, let's be honest, if she has a social media, you already know it's over. You already know she got so many guys that she has access to, so many guys that's in her inbox. So here in the West, for me, it's just I hear black pill guys talking all the time about you know, that they want to meet the right they want to meet the term, oh, that girl or that right girl. And I just can't beyond escort max, and I can't really take these women seriously at all. That's just what I'm saying.
So one more thing I'll point out. Look, marriage rates. I checked. Maybe a little while ago for the past 10 years. They have been, especially just speaking on U.S., they have been around 60 million, right? Maybe 65 or so marriages per year in all of U.S., right? I just glanced at the numbers and I was like, okay, it's not really changing. I know we have a small community over here of the BP community, that is, right? So I guess we do have a high understanding of what's the truth is and what you're getting, the reality of it. Now, being content with your options is another thing, because most of the normie sphere, or most of the normie part of the world, they're still going on holly jolly, and everything's all right, and still getting married and going through the system. And I guess the numbers are increasing on people that are not getting married, but I don't think it would be too far off if you look at the numbers of today. But the only thing I can say that by, because I looked at the numbers from the past 10 years, and they seem to be on around that 60 or 58 million, or maybe a little more. That's been the rates.
Is it true that the divorce rate went down because there's less people getting married, or you're saying that the same amount of people are getting married?
So the marriage thing, the divorce rates, it might be, I guess, because most of the time media covers, articles relating to the past few years. Nobody talks about, hey, what's been the trend for the past 10 years or so. uh no, they don't have enough airtime, right? Most people that do talk about this are usually on YouTube or have self-interest on this. So most of the media, they point out that it could be on decline, and it logically does make sense, especially in this system. You have to be a fool to be married. And if, I mean, men are still doing that, but it could be on a decline because it,
Well, we
it
know
does make sense.
the U.S. Census said that the age is getting later and later. For men, it's around 33, and for women, it's at 30 right now,
Right.
31. So yeah, we do see that happening, and then we see the later childbirth and the women trying to freeze their eggs, just all of these issues, these huge big issues. And for me, it's like what I was saying earlier, like, are they really going to waste resources going after guys? But then again, maybe they're going after guys because the social security well is drying up, and then the labor participation is at its lowest, and with the labor participation being lower, what that does is that makes the job market hotter and forces the Federal Reserve to increase interest rates and stuff like that. So
I mean, that's a long chain of events, and you could be right on that. It does make sense, logically. But in the end, women they'll be okay, and I don't think women are really worried about, oh, there could be a social security collapse. Oh, Jimmy, you didn't work enough and you didn't get paid. I'm doing the mystery, the
Yeah.
mystery boomer voice. You do the best boomer mystery voice. I mean, sorry, boomer voice mystery. On that. Hey, Jimmy, my social security just ran out. Jimmy, why did you work enough? You should have wage slaved a
well,
little more for the women and my check and my government check.
I'm talking
So,
about the leadership. I'm talking about more so of the
right, but do you
lawmakers.
think women are really worried about
Oh
the
no,
social security running out?
no,
You know,
women are short-term thinkers. Women are short-term thinkers. They are only thinking about getting Chad or Chad Roan or whatever they're looking at. They just want that quickly. Now, maybe they're like they don't see as many betas. Maybe they don't have as many beta orbiters as they would usually
but they
have.
do.
That's a thought.
They eventually, right, exactly, because like I said, I think eventually most of the females, they do have to settle down at some point, and the guy that chooses to be with them, that's a different story. But I think that's mostly in the normie part of the world, that marriages, I don't think, are going anywhere. The simping isn't going anywhere. The government increasing the welfare system on females isn't going anywhere. And I think this does stem from, I mean, it didn't used to be like that back in the day, but because 100 or 200 years ago, the society and the laws were so different. I think it's that competition factor that men usually see each other has, and people who do write the laws or make the laws or are involved in this, especially in the West, they don't seem to really think about the benefactors of being a man, or what type of situation, until they're in that situation. uh but they still, they don't remember that, okay, these are the people that help, like, write these laws and make life miserable for most of the men. And as we know that having a good family structure is the core, for a good economy, right? And when that structure slowly goes away, then slowly but maturely, maybe society will come to a realization. But until then, see, this is the environment that we're dealt with, and we gotta navigate accordingly. I say be as selfish as you can. Don't always look out for yourself. What's the best of yourself? And if you still decide to, I guess, shoot for a relationship or be married one day, I think you would have way bigger problems coming to you than worrying about not getting any pussy at all. But I personally, I just I even if I did have all these options, I still wouldn't choose to be married in the West.
Yeah, it's definitely a losing bargain for sure. I don't, like you just look at the state of things and you just feel like there is no, the only winning move is not to play right. There really is no winning move in this market. No, women are what they are, and as Woody said, you got to act accordingly. So you got to move in a certain way in this current market. You can't just do what you want or expect to get the same outcome that your grandfather or father got. Even so, at the end of the
Right.
day, though, I gotta get the fuck out of here. It's been about 2 hours, so I gotta get the fuck out of here. So we're gonna do some last words. Gooba boy,
Cuba.
Gooba boy. Last words. Do you have any last words, my dude? You still here? Can't tell. He's not here.
Over.
It's over for him. All right, over before you were born. Last words. Anything you want to say?
Well, it's over for me. It may not be over for you guys. I think that give have an open mind. Go Geo Maxon if you have it. For the guys in the chat that have never done escort maxing, look it up, find out how to do it, and try it out. Why not? Be pragmatic as you can. But yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming on. Woody Johnson, my dude. Last words.
Thanks for having me on, Mystery. I think I heard before Drolix is doing okay. Because I haven't heard from him before, and I'm not on your
he's
Discord.
still on my Discord, so yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I haven't heard from that boy, Drolix and Saffron Pill. I mean, I'm not on Discord anymore. That's why I thought.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Oh yeah, you got banned off Discord like a while ago, right?
Yeah. Then I said, fuck it. I made too many accounts that I don't want to do it anymore. Uh, I modded for a few Discord servers, and I don't know if it was pet posting or just terms of service blockage, but if you're a mod and if that I don't know if that part of if that community gets nuked, they also nuke your account.
Wow.
So yeah. So at some point I was like, fuck this. This has a very liberal, slippery leftist base in Discord. That's what I heard, that these were the people that were running it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I got everybody's emails. But yeah, navigate accordingly, buddy boyos. Don't take the black pill too harshly. What it did was it revealed a lot. It revealed a lot of embarrassing truth, right, of what it is, of what the reality is, and you can either learn from this and move on and navigate accordingly, or you can just be in the mental prison that you created, and be miserable for the rest of your life. But it's up to you. Thanks again for having me on, Mystery.
No problem,
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, man. See you. Holy shit! For a good old time's sake, let's do one of those Rom Wills Riz walks before we get the fuck out of here. We gotta do one of these. We'll go get one of these walks. Let me play the video real quick. Give me a sec. Oh, bro, here we go. Oh my god, dude. Bro. The walk, I swear to God, dude. It's so corny, bro. Shit is so cheesy. It's so cheesy, bro. It's so unbelievably cheesy, bro. I can't do it, man. That dude's cheesy as fuck. All right, buddy boyo. This has been Wednesday Night WINsday, another episode of that shit. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you liked the video, or maybe you hated the video. Leave a comment anyway, and never forget, buddy boy, that wisdom is gold. Leave me some shekels at and Cash App at $ Mystery School MS. Here's the banner for that. If you want to leave me some shekels, there's the banner, my dudes. Cash App $ Mystery School MS, one word, all one thing, no spaces at all. Send me shekels, buddy boyos. Once again, buddy boyos, thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, thanks for showing up, and yeah, I'll see you guys this Sunday for SNC episode 25 of season 2. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and cheers.